Hi everyone, we go for a walk around Rufford Abbey Country Park, which is just a mile down the road from where we live, in the area of Sherwood Forest. Come with us and enjoy the afternoon.
Rufford was one of the first abbeys in England to be affected by the suppression of the monasteries, and the whole estate was quickly acquired by George Talbot, 4th Earl of Shrewsbury, which was given to him by King Henry VIII. The conversion into a house, 1560 to 1590, was undertaken by the 6th Earl, who was the 4th and final husband of Bess of Hardwicke, from whom he was then bitterly estranged. In 1610, a new projecting wing was added to the northern end of this range. The estate was inherited in 1626 by Mary Talbot, sister of the 7th and 8th Earls of Shrewsbury, and it passed to her husband George Savile. The Savile family made Rufford Abbey the seat of his family.
This is the orangery and it's a plant centre. So if you're into gardening, it's like a little small garden centre. If you go round this way, some arty work here, and then we've got a little fountain over there. And this is very icy too.
I can see 2 goldfish in there.
Yeah, 2 goldfish down there.
And a lot of coins.
Lots of coins.
Wherever there's water and a fountain, people seem to throw coins in.
Yeah. Look down here. It's holding a heart. And in November time, well, they decorate the gardens with lights. It's like a festival of light. And all in here is decorated. There's lots of different artwork as you walk round.
Plenty of nooks and crannies.
Yeah, it's lovely to explore. This is just the gardens. The maze must be a bit further on. Let's go and have a look round here. Yeah, I think that's the maze behind there, isn't it? I think. It's not been for a while. Oh no, that's the adventure park in there.
Yeah, they keep adding bits
Yeah,
to
they
it.
add bits. Oh, where's the maze gone then? It should be somewhere. Oh well. We don't need to go in the maze today, do we? Oh, there's a statue here. Oil Patch Warrior, 1991. Statue originally stood in Duke's Wood, Eakering, site of the secret World War II oil wells drilled by the American oil workers between 1943 and 1945.
Didn't know that.
Very interesting. Go back this way.
You learn something every day.
You do.
So, on the right hand side is the ruins from the monastery. On the left hand side, it's probably from the 17th, 18th century. The monastery was established in 1170, so it's the same time as Robin Hood era. And then, when Henry VIII came into power and he fell out with the Pope, he decided to abolish all monasteries. He gave it to the Earl of Shrewsbury, I believe, in the 16th century.
And then after that it belonged to Lord Savile.
Savile later on.
Yeah, and then that little restaurant there, look, over where our fingers pointing, is called the Savile Restaurant. So they named that after the people that used to own it.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little walk down here now to the lake. Come back to you in a bit. And here is the lake. The lake was put in though by the Saviles, wasn't it?
Yes.
It wasn't here originally.
It wasn't here when the monks were here. It was,
No. Summertime they have boats that you can hire. So I'll come back to you in a minute when we get to the other part of the lake. Right, this is a nice little area to sit and look out on the lake.
Looks like the birds are walking.
Yes, it looks as though it's very icy under that top layer of water.
Yeah.
As though actually walking on the water.
Yeah.
It looks icy, doesn't it?
We have had a cold spell last week or so. But today it's relatively warm, well above freezing. It's going to take a long time for that lot to melt, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's go a bit further. Right, we've come round the lake a little bit further and there's lots of geese. Oh, and ducks, look. Lots of ducks down here.
A good chunk of ice there.
Yes, it's very icy.
Yeah. Right up to...
Yeah, right out there. And they can swim in that middle bit, but right the way up here, it's ice.
Yeah.
Crikey. Now up here, they have what is known as the coach house, and they put on wedding events. And we'll show you that shortly. And the boats are usually kept over that side there, where that fence is. They're normally moored over there. Oh look, there's some swans over there. Yeah, that's the coach house, just there.
And next to it is the watermill.
Yeah, and that's the watermill. Now we'll go and show you the ford. Yeah. Now, usually the lane where the ford is open, but during the winter time,
That many cars that get stuck in the ford, that the council have decided to shut the road.
Yeah, people decide, oh, let's have a dare, and they'll go through
Fast.
just to see if they can get through it.
Flood the engine.
Yeah, and there's been no end of cars and vans and things that have got stuck in the water.
If you just go onto YouTube and put in Rufford Ford,
Rufford
you can
Ford.
watch all the escapades of cars and vans getting stuck.
It definitely is. It's on YouTube. But we'll just go and have a quick look. I say the road's been closed, so it stops people doing it. But you can go over to where there is a wall and look over. Dog Adventure Shop. Wow. Doggy ice cream, poo bags and much more. Archie would like that.
Yeah, he's just read the sign. It's all those pigeons on the roof.
Yeah, they're basking in the sunshine. Oh, there's a lovely swan. Lovely icy lake.
Rather than the mud.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be in there. Lots of seats donated. Flowers put on them. Now we're going to have a walk down here, where we go down to where the ford is. But it's truly blocked off, so nobody can actually come down the lane. See, it's fed by the water. I don't know if you can see it there, look.
It's the overflow from the lake.
Yeah, the overflow from the lake. And it comes down here. And as you see, they've closed the road.
And then it crosses the road.
And there's the ford. But at the moment, It's like a trickle. Usually it's very, very deep. Let's go around this bit, see a little bit more. And this is where they let people stand here and watch people coming down in the cars, but they've decided to stop it because people were damaging cars, etc. So you come down the road there and it would get very, very deep, and then people go across and they get stuck in the middle, because as you can see there's a height measurement there, and it would get up more or less to that bridge, wouldn't it?
Well, sometimes, yeah, up to 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, and that's when people used to get stuck. So over this winter they've closed the road. Probably open again summer because it'll be more or less dry.
They've closed it, but now we've only got a bit of a trickle.
Yeah, and there's only a trickle at the minute. But usually it's really full, isn't it? The mill tea shop. And you can sit outside here in the summer. Yeah, oh, I think I've gone the wrong way. It's this way, isn't it? That's where they do weddings here. Rufford Mill weddings, events and conferences. And we're back up here to the top. Back to where the water is. Coming down. And back up here to the lake. Oh, it's lovely in that sunshine now. You can actually walk round the lake and you cut across to get to where we started, but we are going to go back this way because we're going to cut through the woods. Right, we've walked through the woods and we've made our way to the ice house. So this is the ice house. Now this used to be fed by water either from that lake or it says a pond, so whether it was called a pond in them days. Tony's going to put his torch on, hopefully.
Yeah, I can
it
see
might
everything.
just help.
It's quite deep.
Yeah, it's quite deep. So that used to fill up with water and then turn to ice.
Yeah.
And then they come along here from the kitchens, I would assume,
Yeah.
and chip a bit of the ice off.
Yeah, so
That is the ice
it was
house.
built in the early 19th century, and it was a common feature in the period because before refrigeration they had ice houses.
Yep. So we're going to continue now. I think we're going to go back down this way because this goes down to the lakeside again. They also do a Halloween event here, and they have lots of spooky things hanging in the trees for the children to spot. They do a fairy event where they have to go and look at the fairy houses and things.
Christmas market.
Yeah, Christmas market. Yeah. Quite good. We're back near the Abbey again now, so I thought we'd get a bit closer and we'll just film it a little bit. You can't actually go in it, although you used to be able to, didn't you?
You did.
Because
Maybe you can round the other side.
I don't know. But you went in it, didn't you, just to have a little look? The dogs aren't allowed.
So that's the remains of the old abbey. So it's still in existence when Robin Hood was allegedly around these parts.
Yeah.
Because it's at the edge of Sherwood Forest.
Right.
Maybe Friar Tuck came from here.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
Who knows indeed.
Yes, maybe they're doing a bit of maintenance on it. But you normally can go through those doors and then paintings and things up.
There was.
You had a
could
look.
read about the history of it.
Yeah. And this is Savile Restaurant here, where it used to be a
Sunday
restaurant.
lunches.
Used to do Sunday lunch and things. But I think now it's just a
Cafe.
cafe, isn't it? So we come out here and we're going to walk back round to the courtyard. I'm going up this way. So these are some steps up, and these go into a courtyard where there is a coffee shop. But I think the coffee shop's closed today because they're having some work done. The little huts across here, they're usually open at Christmas time and have lots of stalls, Christmas stalls. This is the Coach House coffee shop.
It's shut for refurb.
Yeah, it's shut at the moment, so they're doing that up ready, I suppose, for summer. And then we come back through the archway. Oh, there's a monk there.
A ghostly monk.
Yeah. Got toilets here, which is good. And then there's a gift shop just here. And then we'll show you the abbey from this side. Then there's lots of gardens down where that little truck is. Nice gardens to walk through. And then we're back here to car park. Just have a look what this says on here. This is Rufford Road during the World Wars. That's quite interesting. Right, so we're going to walk back now towards the car, because this is where the car park is.